sometimes you get to bring your friends around your partner, and then they find your friends more attractive than yourself. You know, this has happened in the past, and I feel like sometimes it's a
Oh my
lesson.
God.
You just have to learn.
Why did you
Just-
have to say that?
No, it's the reality. It's the reality. You could have your girl, bring them to your friends, and they find one of them. They could
That's
be with
true.
you
That's
just
true.
because they didn't have an option.
That's true.
So when you bring out to their friends, they're
They
having
find-
lots of
yeah.
options. And
That's true.
they could be with you and you're not even their type. Amazing.
Yeah. But
then
just
you-
because they like the way you treat them.
Exactly. Like they like what you bring to the table.
Then you bring them around your friends and they find one of your friends attractive to them.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
You know-
crazy, bro. That's crazy. And I don't know how to move around.
I don't know. If that, let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. These are experiences I've gone through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
The moment I realized this girl I brought around my friends is moving this crazy,
Yeah.
I do not even want to get in contact with you ever again.
Like, who are you not getting in contact with? Your friends or the girl?
The girl, I'm gonna keep my friends.
Yeah.
I don't even mind who my boy is talking to. Even if it's my boy who came to that girl and asked her for the number or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go screw my boy and be like, hey man, why did you do this? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the girl and be like, you know what? You showed me your preference.
Yeah.
We're done. Well and good. See ya.
Exactly. Welcome back to our channel. It's the Raw Voices, and we're back again with another video. It's been a while since we last dropped a video, and we really apologize for that. I've been trying to make something work. As you can see, there's more effort added to the work we do, and we're trying to grow big and put our best effort into it. Thanks all for people that have been subscribing, watching our content. Really appreciate. And we're back again with another video, of course. It's your boy XOVIC with my man.
It's your boy Jonathan here again. We welcome you again to the Raw Voices. Yeah, we've been lagged a bit for the last 2 weeks. We had some things to get done. We had certain, accomplishments to get through with. But yeah, we're back again with another video today. And once again, we thank you all for subscribing, supporting us, sharing our videos, reposting. I like the community I have on Instagram. You guys have really, shown me some love. And I kind of request you guys to, share the page. Just get some more followers on it, grow it together as well. But yeah, we really do appreciate the effort you guys have put in and the love you guys have shown us. We can't be grateful enough. But we really, really do appreciate everything because, we see it. We get the energy.
It's been just 2 months already.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months since we started this, this podcast, and we really see where we're going. So, yeah, we'll get right into today's topic. We don't want to waste so much time. We want to make it as brief as possible. We don't want to keep you seated for too long. And today we decided to talk about what true friendships really look like. What is a real true friend in the day-to-day life?
Yeah.
Who is somebody? What are the qualities or values that somebody has to have for you to consider them as your friend?
Yeah.
We're adults right now. I feel like we know what we want. We know what we don't want. We know who we want to bring close to us. We know who we don't want to be around us.
Yeah.
You choose your company. You choose your own
Wisely.
poison.
Yeah.
If you want to be around people who do drugs, you do that.
That's you.
If you want to be around people who drink all the time, you do that. I mean, we all have a social life on the other side, and we know that we have so many friends that we've gotten through the social life. But most of these friends, are they people you can really rely on? Are they people you can call on a bad day and be like, hey,
Can I be there for you?
yeah, I'm going through something. Can you please help me out? Or these are people who you look for on your bad days, and no one's there for you. You can't even get anything from them. But then we also have these people who check on us every day. You have somebody who calls you to say, "Hey, how was your day? You know,
Yeah.
how was work? You know."
Just a daily checkup, just
Yeah, but some people don't have that. You know, just imagine the day life. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but on the other side, it's kind of depressing.
yeah.
The more you keep on living with life, that life of doing whatever you gotta do, and at the end of the day, nobody has to ask you how was your day or how was work. You know, not having somebody to just have a conversation with.
That's what drives people into depression, I feel like.
Of course.
Because somebody can go into depression just because of not having friends, lacking people they talk to. And somebody else can have a happy life just because of the people they surround themselves with.
True.
Yeah. I feel like friendship is a bond that grows over time. And I feel like friendship should be treated as a relationship. You get to know this person, you get to know who they are, you get to know their interests, you get to find similarities between you and these strangers you get to meet.
Yeah, having a friend. I feel like this is somebody you should be able to have real conversations with.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about
just a vibe.
Just a vibe. You know, you need to know this is somebody I can talk to in every situation I'm going through. You know, because at the end of the day, we all need someone to talk to. Each of us needs someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Trust me. You know, you just can't be there every day.
I just feel like sometimes it can even feel like a marriage, because when you're at the altar and you're saying your vows, they already say, in good or bad, in health and sickness. I just feel like friendship should be treated the same way.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Like you can't be around somebody who just wants to be there for you when you're just happy, and they don't want to be there when you're sad.
But you know one of the big problems with friendships these days, I feel like we're dealing with so many fake people.
True.
Like people are pretending to be what they're not. You know,
100%.
people are portraying what they want others to see of them, but not what they really are.
Yeah.
You know, you get to be with somebody for the first 2 months. You know, you see this person they're portraying, like, oh, you know, he's a nice person. This is somebody I can interact with on a day-to-day, like on my daily life. But then, you know,
over time,
a few months down the road, you get to know this person more.
For the real person.
Yeah, you get to even interact with some of his friends or her friends. And then you get to find out, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you even ask yourself, but where was this person's friends before I met him? You know, then these are questions you start getting into your head after you start seeing some characters that kind of make you pull back on somebody if you've been trying to take them as your friend. If you've started seeing like certain characters, because either way, even if somebody is portraying what they're not, somewhere, somehow, one of those characters always finds a way to come out
and show up.
And you get shocked and you're like, hold on, I didn't see this coming. I need to relax a bit and, you know.
You need to pull back and get to know these people.
I need to read my game again. So, but I don't know, what do you think would be the way to forego that?
Sometimes I just feel like it's always time. As I say, like friendship should be treated as a relationship.
Yeah.
I just feel like a friendship always has like this lovey-dovey stage for the relationship. This is like the excitement stage where you're getting to know this person, hanging around with each other.
Yeah, you're really excited to know each other.
Yeah, you're always out all the time, and it always hits the bumpy road when the fun stuff ends. So when does the fun stuff end? This is when you have problems like financial problems, where you need to call this person and rely on them. Like maybe you need a couple of bucks, and then you get to know that you can be friends with this person, but they're not willing to help you.
I feel like
any financial problem.
I feel like financial problems are too big.
I feel like that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's
if you have a friend out there, please test them with a financial problem. If they are willing to be there for you, then that's a friend you need to keep, to be honest.
But I feel like if you have somebody who supports you emotionally, I feel like that's more important.
It's important, but I'll give you an example. You go to work. You left your wallet home.
Yeah.
You're trying to get back home and your car doesn't have any gas. You're trying to call. Out of all your 5 friends, you call this friend you always talk to every day. All you need is $20 to get you some, maybe like 2 gallons of gas for you to get home.
Yeah.
You call them and they're like, I don't have any money on me. Like, can you believe that?
I mean, I can believe it.
Are you gonna end up taking the Uber and towing your car home?
I mean, I can believe it
okay,
because I know
it's not mandatory for the other person to have money, but try to test your friends with these financial problems.
Yeah.
You're gonna really get to know the type of people they are. Because you can't call me 5 times.
I mean, if somebody
out of all those 5 times, I don't have money for just 2 times. You know?
Okay, this is the thing. I feel like if somebody responded to me and they said, okay, I don't have money.
Yeah.
That's better than somebody who ignored my call. You know, or my text. If I texted somebody and I told them, you know, I need some help here, and then they just ignore the text, I feel like that's even way worse. I would rather keep the person who told me, you know what, I don't have money. Even if they had it, they just refused to give me.
I agree, but Jonathan, let's say like we're friends right now. You call me 5 different times. These are 5 different random times in the year, and you need financial help. How can I fail to help you just on 2 times? On one of those times?
You might be the one with bad luck calling every time calling at the wrong time.
This is the thing. Personally, I know that people have friendship with people, but they always draw this boundary where they say, I can deal with everything in our friendship, but when it comes to money, we're not going to have a relationship or a friendship.
Okay, wait. Let me pause you a little bit there.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has their own personal experiences. There's people who have laid down everything for friendships.
Yeah.
You know, and they've been disappointed. So then they get to go into new friendships or new relationships or whatever.
With his past experience.
With their past experience. And then they're like, you know what? I'm done helping people.
Yeah.
You know, I've helped people for the longest time. And all I've gotten is betrayal.
Yeah.
I've never found someone who was really there for me. And then they feel like that's the time for them to stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
Like even if they are able to help somebody, they're already like done with this whole perspective of helping people because of their past experience with friendships.
So those are the people that would help with having no expectations, just because out of their past experiences.
That is why I told you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really, you know, judge somebody because they told me they don't have money to help me.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm also reaching out because, you know, I'm in a situation where I'm stuck. I'm needing help. I'm not asking. I'm requesting for help.
Yeah.
You know. So I feel like I should be able to understand if somebody still told me they don't have that money to help me with. For me to get out of a certain situation. You know.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we will talk about a real friend when they know you're in shit or you have something going on that isn't okay.
Yeah.
They'll put in some effort for you to feel like you have a friend. You
Exactly.
know, they'll be like, hey, okay, let me try to contact someone, you know, to help you. Or even if it's not about money, you know, it could be emotional.
He could be like, let me pull up and get you home.
Yeah, you know, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It could be like, no, just chill where you are. I'll come get you and take you home.
Exactly.
You know, it could be something like that.
I'll give you an example and we can both relate on this. Accidents in the States is the most trying moment that you can ever go through.
For sure.
When you get an accident and your car is totaled, the person you call and the people that show up, you can call 2 people, but it's always that person. There's always that person you feel comfortable calling first. That's your 911. The cops could show up, they all stuff. I know you can relate to that, and I also can relate to that.
Yeah.
And I credit people that be there for each other in such situations.
Yeah, it's really
in such
important.
a situation, like you get to know the value of these people, and you feel like you hold a different place in their hearts. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like a debt you owe them, and you will always show up for them in any situation.
Personally, for that one friend who showed up for me when I was in that situation.
Yeah.
Every time they've needed me, I made sure I'm there.
Same,
you know,
exactly.
I don't feel like I've lagged behind on, you know, supporting them whenever they needed me.
Yeah.
Because this is someone it's not even about like friendship. This is like brotherhood now. You know, even if he's on their own, I'll still go with him, no matter what.
Yeah.
This is something I decided I'm going to stand with.
And most of the times, it's always that most trying moment that's your turning point to take your
Yeah.
friendship to another level.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, but I'll be honest with you. Since we're talking about friendships,
Yeah.
that moment, it kind of distanced me from my
From
own
what?
family.
Go ahead.
It kind of distanced me from my own family,
Yeah.
and even got me closer to my friends.
Yeah.
That's how deep it was, you know. Because I'll tell you for sure, I was 5 hours away from home, but this one person showed up. I was stuck in snow, to be honest,
Yeah.
in a cold car with all windshields in and that. Like, I was messed up. But this person drove 5 hours to come, you know, be there for me. But my own family couldn't. You know, that's why I believe so much in what you just said, that if you get an accident out here, that is one moment of trial you're going to face in your life.
Yeah. I just
As
have
a
my
human
voice,
being.
just my 911. I just call him, he will show up anytime.
Yeah.
And we take care of business. Even my family could know about the accident like 2 days after, when we've already taken care of everything, because that's how close and that's how we deal with our situations.
Yeah.
And we reciprocate that for each other. Talking about friendship, like, I'll ask you a question. Why do you think, okay, which relationship lasts longer, the boys' friendships or the girls' friendships, and why? Why do they last?
Boys' friendships last longer because we don't have much drama like girls.
Yeah.
You know, girls' drama is so much. Girls have so much going on in their lives all the time. You know, if she wants something and somebody's not able to give it her, she's gonna look for somebody else to give it her. I mean, I respect girls. I'm not saying everyone.
Yeah.
But you know, I give credit to girls who, you know, go out there and you strive for yourself. You know, you make sure you're able to get anything you want for yourself.
Make a living and provide for
yeah,
yourself.
that's a big credit right there. You know, but just going back to where we came from, I just feel like girls have so many demands that make them kind of push them to limits of, you know, wanting to make friendships with even people they are not supposed to be friends with.
Yeah.
You know, it could even wanting more than friendship with people they are not supposed to, you know, be in that situation.
Because of the needs they really
Yeah,
have.
because of their needs. And if this is how they end up in situations where they're dealing with their friends, boyfriends, or exes, or whatever, you know, and then it doesn't look appropriate.
Yeah.
How does it go down? The other friend gets to know you're talking with somebody they were involved with, or their boyfriend, or seeing their boyfriend having your Instagram. It all looks, you know,
Sketchy.
not right. It's sketchy. How would you have your friend's boyfriend's Instagram or phone number? For what reason? What purpose? I mean, I understand. It depends how you got it, in what situation. But
And
first
for
of
what
all,
reason?
have you been open about it with your partner?
Do they really know that you have?
Yeah. And second of all, I don't think there's anything to really talk about.
Within the boys' friendship.
No, within, like, if...
Within the girlfriend friendship.
Yeah. You know, lately I've seen so many girls saying, I prefer to have male friends. But then, at the same time, there's this statement that goes that only boys and girls can be friends. Men and women can't be friends. You know? So I'm like, I mean, I genuinely accept men and women can be friends. But I don't believe a man can have very many multiple female friends. You know? Because obviously, it's just men being men and women being women as well. As a man, I'm going to be, I can't be around 10 girls and, you know, probably not attracted to one or one attracted to me, you know? Something like that. It's nature. That is something we can't fight. You know, at the end of the day, even if you want friends with somebody, you don't know what they want from you. You don't know what intentions they really have towards you. You know,
about this, I'm gonna be like, I'll be on the girl's side, to be honest, because I know how boys we are. If a guy is around the female, Sometimes we're just waiting for that time.
Or like,
Sometimes, but sometimes we have friends, like female friends, that we really take to be our friends.
yeah.
I've seen a couple of loyalty tests on the internet, like Instagram or TikTok, where they get a girl and they put their guy friends to a loyalty test, and all the guys have always been folding. And
They're
always,
full like launchers.
yeah, they always give up and they're like, so there is a narrative that all men that have girlfriends, like girlfriends, not a girlfriend, but friends who are girls, they're just waiting for that moment.
That one chance.
Yeah, and they're always willing to take it. The boys, I'm sorry to say this, but that's the reality. It's a few of us, me and him. We resolve friends, and we really take those friendships really important.
Yeah. But looking at friendships,
Yeah.
to be honest, I feel like it also comes with looking at how people respect other people. Like, what do people talk about their friends in their absence?
Yeah.
You know, it will give you a clear picture of what they also talk about you in your absence. You know, your friends need to know boundaries. They need to be able to set their boundaries with you and know your boundaries with them as well.
Yeah.
You know, they need to be able.
Make it clear and communicate.
Yeah, you guys need to know each other's, good and bad.
Yeah, for
Why
example.
don't you need to exceed?
Yeah. For example, like if I'm having a girlfriend or I'm in a relationship, there's no any way I would expect you to have a number. That's a no-go for me. Because that's the same thing I bring to the table.
Yeah, that's.
And I
for
stand
sure,
I
for
stand
sure.
on that 100%.
It's like me being, even if I'm not in a relationship,
Yeah.
and I'm talking to, let me say I'm talking to a girl, okay? I'm starting to hang out with her and all that.
And you make that clear to me.
Yeah, and then, we're talking.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, we don't really have that much interest, but I've been,
Getting to know this
transparent with you.
And letting me know.
Yeah, I've let you around my space.
Yeah.
I'm starting to bring you around my friends. I expect you to have, that sense of, of an adult to know that okay, even if I'm not into anything serious with this guy, yes, but this is somebody I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to start going around with my friends. Start talking with my friends left and right, having that.
The thing is,
I
and I know when I talk about this, you can relate. Sometimes you get to bring your friends around your partner, and then they find your friends more attractive than yourself. This has happened in the past, and I feel like sometimes it's a lesson.
God.
You just have to learn.
Why did you have to say that?
It's the reality. It's the reality. You could have your girl, bring them to your friends, and they find one of them. They could
That's
be with
true.
you
That's
just
true.
because they didn't have an option.
That's true.
So when you bring out to their friends, they're
They
having
find-
lots of
yeah.
options. And
That's true.
they could be with you and you're not even their type. Amazing.
Yeah, but
then
just
you-
because they like the way you treat them.
Exactly. Like they like what you bring to the table.
Then you bring them around your friends and they find one of your friends attractive to them.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
You know-
crazy, bro. That's crazy. And I don't know how to move around.
I don't know. If that, let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. These are experiences I've gone through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
The moment I realized this girl I brought around my friends is moving this crazy,
Yeah.
I do not even want to get in contact with you ever again.
Like, who are you not getting in contact with? Your friends or the girl?
The girl, I'm gonna keep my friends.
Yeah.
I don't even mind who my boy is talking to. Even if it's my boy who came to that girl and asked her for the number or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go screw my boy and be like, hey man, why did you do this? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the girl and be like, you know what? You showed me your preference.
Yeah.
We're done. Well and good. See you.
Exactly.
And I never go back. Even if I find you anywhere, I'm gonna just look at you like a nobody. That's me. Because I know my boundaries and I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna step back. I mean, I've stepped back because I have interest somewhere. But after it happened again, I'm like, you know what? Nah, I can't be sitting here watching all this going on. I'm too grown for all this.
It's so disrespectful.
I don't know. I'll be honest. Ladies, sometimes you really
And it's not even on just the ladies' side, it's also on the men's side.
I mean,
But I
yeah.
feel like for the guys, we are more respectful.
Yeah, me as a guy,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go talk to a girl if I
If I know my homie is talking to them.
even if I know they're not dating,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. You know, even I can't even talk to my friend's ex. I can't bring them close to
You're
me.
taking me back to the life of high school. We used to have we could be friends in high school.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend. When you broke up with your girlfriend, we always broke up with her.
Yeah, for sure.
We never talked to her again.
Sure. That was
the
how it's
relationship
supposed
was
to be.
done.
Yeah.
We could never talk to you again.
But right now,
Right now,
you break up with your girl, one of your friends wants to get her.
exactly. That's how toxic friendships are.
Bro, I don't know where we're really standing with friendships these days.
I don't know.
But we need to really revise the people we decide to get along with, because it's really getting out of hand.
And I just feel like with relationships, there's a lot of unspoken rules that we never get to talk about.
Like boundaries for each
We
other.
never communicate
Yeah.
with our partners. I feel like that's such a conversation that can never be brought up or never thought about. But if it's brought up and talked about, then you could not get into such a situation.
But you know, there is also one thing that I feel like we also put ourselves into. We, you know, as a human being,
Yeah.
or as an adult, who knows what you want? You're going to see different things from people. You're going to see them do things that you know are good,
Yeah.
and then you're going to see things they do that are not good. But one thing we decide to do is we decide to ignore the red flags.
Yeah.
You know, and not knowing that these are things that could really affect a friendship or a relationship in the long run. You know, so do you think that red flags are something that we should, you know, keep in mind as something that we're aware of?
I feel like red flags should be really put into consideration. Sometimes it's always giving the benefit of the doubt, trying to feel like these people can outgrow these things and just change it to somebody else, because no one is perfect. Everyone has their flaws.
I feel like that comes with being open but not being desperate about your situations that you're trying to talk about with your friends.
Yeah.
But most friends, when you try to bring up something or you try to vent to them, they'll try to see like you're being desperate about something. You know?
I feel like you can see me as desperate, but if I communicate and open up about my feelings, that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
I don't care if you feel like I'm desperate.
I expect you to just understand
Yeah.
the situation and not be judgmental and
Exactly.
you know, say all that stuff. But yeah, on the other side, I'll say one thing. Just be careful who you decide to bring around you. You know, sometimes you should try to look at the similarities, the things you like that your friends like too, the things you match together, you know, things you like doing as well that they like. Things that get you involved with these people that make you friends, you know. And one other thing we didn't really talk about, some people really rush friendships. You know, I feel like you're supposed to start with like small talks, get to know each other slowly, you know, as you get into the deeper conversations. But people really rush all of this stuff. Yeah. You've known each other for 1-2 days and you want to do things for best friends who have known each other for 10 years, you know.
Do swapping gifts thing. Swap gifts the next week. That's more on the girl side, to be honest.
But yeah, honestly, I feel like the friendship part of life right now, we're supposed to be very careful with who we decide to bring around us.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on with people. Everybody's gonna come into your life with, you know, their own expectations or what they want from you. You know, because they need something from you, that's why they'll come around you. Or because they see a certain potential in you that you could, you know, add to them. That is why they'll come around you. I mean, it wouldn't be bad me adding something onto you. Yeah. But what are you bringing to me? What are you adding to me?
Exactly. Actually, there's one person that reached out to me on my Snapchat and they were like, I want to be your friend. And the next question I asked them, like, what do you add to me?
Yeah.
Like, what values, what's the value, what value you bringing into my life?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not this type of person to have a lot of friends. Like, I've learned the hardest
At
way.
this age,
Yeah.
we don't need so many friends. I'll be honest
But
with
we
you.
really need friends.
We do.
Yeah.
We do need friends, but we don't need everybody.
Exactly. Keep the few that you really consider like the closest and people that you really trust.
Yeah, you just need to know that there are certain things I'm gonna be open about and talk about, but then there are certain things I'm still gonna keep to myself and be like, you know what? Even if I have friends, like this and this I'm gonna decide to keep it low and see how I can work around with it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's possible for you to lose all your friends.
True.
So if you ended up pouring all your water into other people's cups, you're gonna end up having nothing at the end of the day.
And I'll give you an example, like the friends you had when you were 17, where are they?
Exactly.
You always meet new people. Like I met you like 3 years back now, and you never know who you're gonna meet next, who you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So it's always about taking those people around you really, really being important in your life and finding a value they add to you.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just gotta be careful with friendships. I want to do something small. I want to ask you a no or yes question.
I'm ready.
About friendships, okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you one. Be genuine.
100% black.
Okay?
Yeah.
Would you rather prefer somebody who fakes their personality or somebody who competes with your friends?
Somebody who fakes their personality or somebody who competes with my friends.
With your other friends.
With my other friends.
Yeah.
I would prefer somebody who competes with my other friends. I'm such a person who really I'm so competitive. I take somebody's success to be a competition for me. But and I'm also very real that sometimes I'm too blunt. Sometimes I just hold back to open up to people. Because when I open up to people, it really comes off rude. So if you fake your personality around me and I get to know that, I'm gonna open up to you and you're not gonna take it simple. You're gonna not see it the same way.
Bad way.
Yeah, so I'll take the competitor friend because I take competition as a healthy
value
thing.
But I mean, on the other side, you don't want to compete a lot. It depends what you're competing with your friends in.
I mean,
because I don't want to have a friend who's competing with me in style. I don't want to have a friend who's competing with me in,
Do you know what the problem is? You're talking to a wrong person with that. I'm just so competitive that even if we're just having like a conversation and you feel like you're trying to win it, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win that conversation, Like, I'm so competitive with this. I just don't know. I am so driven. That's the type of person I am.
Okay, we'll conclude this conversation.
Yeah.
Do you have anything for me?
Okay. With your experience with friends, what have you learned and what do you feel like you need to do better to keep the right people around you, to keep the right friends around you?
Okay. So with my past experience, I'll tell you this for sure. I have learned that if I'm to have a friend, I need a friend who gives me peace.
Yeah.
I need a friend who has my attention as much as I have theirs.
Yeah.
I need a friend I can count on. In every way possible. I mean, I'm not that person who reaches out to my friends financially because I don't feel like I'm struggling financially sometimes. But obviously, as any other human being, you need support emotionally. In different ways. So I feel like I need a friend. At the end of it, I feel like I need a friend who just makes me feel like I'm not confused about where I am at in life. I'm not stressed about certain things in life because I have somebody, you know, I can talk to. You know, I don't want to feel like
you don't want to feel like you can't rely on somebody.
Yeah, that is why right now, even just bringing somebody close to me, I'm too selective.
Yeah.
You know, I have a few friends that I do the same things with, which is okay with me because I feel the joy and, you know, we match the energy.
But you also want to grow.
Yeah, I want to grow. That is one other thing. With friendship, you have to have a friend that inspires you to grow.
That's why I like competition.
You need that growth.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, there's good competition that, you know, will push you to the growth side of life.
Yeah, you're gonna meet some people that are gonna push you out of your comfort zones.
Yes, but you're gonna end up if you are wanting to compete in everything. I'll tell you. So
you're
going to
take on the productive competitions.
Okay, we shall leave it at that.
Yeah,
I'll take it on the productive competitive side of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, growth is really a big thing with friendships.
And what have you learned?
Like with the growth side of it?
No, about yourself as a friend. What do you need to do better?
I feel like I need to learn more to be more communicative with my friends. You know, I feel like I have friends, you know, who check on me once in a while.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, I work a lot, to be honest. And sometimes I feel like I lag behind on, you know, trying to check on my friends and be there for them as well. Because most of the time when I'm off work, I'm trying to get some sleep or make something for myself to eat, clean my place, you know, figure out everything else, or like figure out the rest of my life away from work, you know. Because right now that is like the least part of my day that I have, you know, or my weekly schedule. I only have a day or two for myself. You know, I'm gonna try to rest as much as I can and prepare for the next coming 5 days, you know, to kick my butt off. You know, so sometimes I feel like communication is one thing that I really, really need to work on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't have any other questions. We can end it here if you.
Yeah, we can close it.
Yeah, it's been good being back into the business as usual. We're not gonna give up until we feel like we've done it all. And you know, with success, you just have to keep putting in the effort and still showing up every day, all the time, and giving it your best. It's still your Raw Voices, and this was our video about friendship. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Still your boy XOVIC Zovic on all social media platforms. Check me out and reach out if you have any questions for me.
Okay, I'll leave this here. If there's anything you all need to know about real friendships, okay, you're supposed to be consistent and real. You're supposed to be real, consistent. I feel like those are two very important values for me. Okay, so we appreciate you all for watching this video. We really love you guys so much, more than you can even think about it. And we do appreciate all the love. We ask you to share this video with everybody else. You know, go to our Instagram. It's the Raw Voices. It has like full stop between every single letter, so you can search it up. You see, it's the same logo there. Yeah, look it up. Look up our Instagram. Actually, we're gonna tag it down in the description within our video or on the YouTube video, so you can all check it out. Yeah, but we thank you all for tuning in on today's video. You know, please share, comment, like, let everybody know about what's going on. Okay, I love you. My name is Jonathan. Instagram, I use Jonathan_Kasiwante. It's one I. We love you all. Peace.